Chapter 10 Circles. You might have come across many objects in daily life which are round in shape, such as wheels of the vehicles, bangles, coins of different denominations, etc. In a clock also you might have observed that seconds hand of the clock goes round the dial of the clock rapidly, and tip of the seconds hand moves in a round path. This round path traced out by the tip of the seconds hand is called a circle. In this chapter you will study in detail about circles, some other related terms and some more properties of circles. A circle is a plane figure, the collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point is called a circle. The fixed point is called center of the circle and the fixed distance is called radius of the circle. In this figure, O is center of the circle and the length OP is radius of the circle, which is usually denoted by R. A circle divides the plane on which it lies into three parts. First part is inside the circle, which is also called interior of the circle. Second part is the circle itself, and third part is outside of the circle, which is also called exterior of the circle. If you take 2 points on a circle like P and Q, the line segment PQ is called chord of the circle. The chord which passes through the center of the circle is called diameter of the circle. A diameter is longest chord in a circle, which is equal to 2 times the radius of the circle. That is, diameter equal to 2 into radius. A piece of a circle between 2 points is called an arc. In this figure you can see 2 pieces of a circle, one is longer and other one is smaller. The longer piece of the circle is called major arc and the smaller piece of the circle is called minor arc. When P and Q are end points of a diameter, then both the arcs are equal and each is called a semicircle. The length of the complete circle is called its circumference. The region between a chord and either of its arcs is called segment of the circle. There are 2 types of segments, major segment and minor segment, as shown in the figure. The region enclosed by an arc and the 2 radii joining center to the end points of the arc is called sector. There are 2 types of sectors, major sector and minor sector, as shown in the figure. As shown in the figure, PQ is a chord of the circle with center O. End points P and Q of the chord PQ are joined to the center O, so angle POQ is the angle subtended by the chord PQ at the center of the circle O. R and S are points in major arc PQ and minor arc PQ respectively. So angle PRQ is the angle subtended by the chord PQ at point R, and angle PSQ is the angle subtended by the chord PQ at point S. So chord PQ subtends angle POQ at the center, angle PRQ and angle PSQ at points R and S in the major and minor arc respectively. Now theorem 10.1. Equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center. This is theorem 10.1, first theorem of this chapter. We are going to prove this theorem. Given 2 equal chords of a circle, angles subtended by them are also equal. In this figure, AB and CD are two equal chords of a circle with center O, and we are going to prove that angle subtended by the two equal chords AB and CD are equal. That is, angle AOB is equal to angle COD. We are going to prove. We are given in this figure that AB and CD are two equal chords. It is given, and we have to prove that angle AOB is equal to angle COD, that is, angle subtended by the chords AB and CD at the center are equal. To prove this angle AOB equal to COD, let's take triangle AOB and COD. So in triangle AOB and triangle COD, we have OA is equal to OC, radii of the same circle. OB is equal to OD, again radii of the same circle. AB equal to CD, it is given. AB equal to CD given. Therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD by side congruence rule. So you can write region side congruence rule, and therefore angle AOB is equal to angle COD by CPCT, because they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles AOB and COD. So angle AOB equal to angle COD proves that equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center. So hence equal chords of a circle subtends equal angles at the center. Hence proved. Theorem 10.2. If the angles subtended by the chords of a circle at the center are equal, then the chords are equal. This is converse of theorem 10.1. In this figure, AB and CD are two chords of the circle with center O, which subtend equal angles AOB and COD at the center of the circle O. And now we have to prove that chords AB and CD are equal. So in this figure we are given that angle AOB is equal to angle COD, and we are going to prove that chords AB and CD are equal. So let's take triangle AOB and triangle COD. So in triangle AOB and triangle COD, we have OA is equal to OC, radii of the same circle, angle AOB is equal to angle COD, it is given. OB is equal to OD, it is also given, or not given, it is radii of the same circle. So they are equal. Therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD by which congruence rule? By side angle side congruence rule. So by SAS congruence rule, and therefore by CPCT we can write AB is equal to CD, because AB and CD are corresponding parts of congruent triangles AOB and COD. Proving AB equal to CD, it proves that if angles subtended by chords of a circle at the center are equal, then chords are equal. Hence proved. Now exercise 10.2, question number 1. Prove that the equal chords of congruent circles subtend equal angles at the center. We know that two circles are congruent when they have equal radii. So here in this figure there are two congruent circles with center O and O dash. AB is a chord of circle with center O and CD is a chord of circle with center O dash. AB and CD are two equal chords in two congruent circles with centers O and O dash. We are going to prove that these two equal chords in two congruent circles with centers O and O dash subtend equal angles at the centers. That is, angle AOB is equal to angle CO'D. So it is given that AB is equal to CD in two congruent circles with centers O and O dash. Chords AB and CD are given equal, and we are going to prove that angle AOB is equal to angle CO'D. This we have to prove. Let's take triangle AOB and CO'D. Since circles are congruent, therefore they will have equal radii. That is, OA is equal to O-C, OB is equal to O-D, because circles are congruent. So in triangle AOB and CO'D, we have OA is equal to O-C, radii of congruent circles. AOB is equal to O dash D. Radii of congruent circles, and AB is given equal to CD. Therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle CO dash D. By which congruence rule? By side congruence rule. By side congruence rule, and therefore by CPCT angle AOB is equal to angle CO dash D. So this proves that equal chords in congruent circles also subtend equal angles at the centers. So hence proved. Question number 2 is, prove that if chords of congruent circles subtend equal angles at the centers, then chords are equal. In this figure, there are two congruent circles with centers O and O dash. AB and CD are two chords subtending equal angles at the centers O and O dash. That is, angle AOB is equal to angle CO dash D. Circles are congruent, and we are given that angle AOB is equal to angle CO dash D. That is, chords AB and CD subtends equal angles at the centers O and O dash, and we have to prove that chords AB and CD are equal. Circles with centers O and O dash are congruent circles, and we are asked to prove that chords AB and CD are equal. This we are going to prove. So let us take triangle AOB and CO dash D. In triangle AOB and CO dash D, we have OA is equal to O dash C, because they are radii of congruent circles. Radii of congruent circles. Angle AOB is equal to angle CO dash D. It is given OB is equal to O dash D. Radii of the congruent circles. Therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle CO'D. By which rule? Side angle side congruence rule. Triangle AOB and CO'D are congruent. Therefore, by CPCT, AB is equal to CD, as they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles AOB and CO'D, and this proves AB equal to CD proves that if chords of congruent triangles subtend equal angles at their centers, then chords are equal. So hence proved.